A taste of the Himalayas unveiling Nepal's goat cheese delights. Nepal, a land of towering mountains and vibrant culture, is also home to a burgeoning artisanal goat cheese industry. Once a rare delicacy, goat cheese is gaining popularity across the country. From bustling cities to remote villages, people are discovering the unique flavors and textures of this handcrafted cheese. This journey of cheese-making begins with dedicated farmers who are passionate about their goats and the craft of transforming fresh milk into delectable cheese. The increasing demand for goat cheese in Nepal is driven by several factors. Firstly, there's a growing awareness of its health benefits. Goat cheese is naturally lower in lactose than cow's milk cheese, making it a suitable option for some individuals with lactose intolerance. Secondly, the unique flavors and textures of artisanal goat cheese appeal to adventurous palates. From tangy and fresh chèvres to aged and nutty varieties, there is a goat cheese to satisfy every taste bud. Finally, supporting local farmers and sustainable practices resonates with conscious consumers seeking ethical and environmentally friendly options. Raising the herd. Choosing the right goats for Nepal's landscape. The foundation of exceptional goat cheese lies in the health and well-being of the goats. Choosing the right goat breeds for Nepal's diverse climate and terrain is crucial. Local breeds, well adapted to the Himalayan environment, are often preferred. These breeds, such as the Nepali hill goat and the Jamunapari goat, are known for their hardiness, disease resistance, and ability to thrive on locally available fodder. Farmers carefully consider various factors when selecting goats for cheese making. Milk yield, fat content, and flavor profile are essential considerations. Some breeds are known for producing higher quantities of milk, while others are prized for the rich flavor and creaminess of their milk. The choice of breed ultimately depends on the desired characteristics of the final cheese product. Farmers also prioritize the health and temperament of the goats. Healthy goats produce high-quality milk, while docile and manageable goats make the milking process easier. From pasture to pail. Milking practices and quality control. Milking is a crucial stage in cheese making, where hygiene and quality control are paramount. Goats are typically milked twice a day in the morning and evening. Before milking, the udder is thoroughly cleaned and sanitized to prevent contamination of the milk. Traditional hand milking methods are still prevalent in many parts of Nepal, especially in small-scale operations. This method allows for close observation of each goat's health and milk quality. Once collected, the milk is immediately strained to remove any debris or hairs. Rapid cooling of the milk is essential to inhibit bacterial growth and preserve its freshness. In many rural areas, where access to electricity is limited, traditional methods of cooling are employed. These methods include storing milk in earthen pots, which naturally keep the milk cool, or placing containers of milk in cool, running water sources. Regular quality checks are performed to ensure the milk meets the required standards for cheese making. Transforming milk into magic pasteurization and starter cultures. Pasteurization is a crucial step in cheesemaking that ensures the safety and shelf life of the final product. This process involves heating the milk to a specific temperature for a set period to eliminate harmful bacteria. While some traditional cheesemakers skip pasteurization, opting for raw milk cheese, many modern cheesemakers in Nepal prioritize food safety and consumer health by incorporating pasteurization into their process. After pasteurization, the milk is cooled to a temperature suitable for the addition of starter cultures. Starter cultures are carefully selected strains of bacteria that initiate the fermentation process, transforming milk into cheese. These cultures play a vital role in determining the flavor, texture, and aroma of the final cheese. The selection of starter cultures is a delicate art, often passed down through generations or acquired from reputable suppliers. The type of starter culture used depends on the desired cheese variety. Section 5. The curd takes shape, cutting, cooking, and separating way. As the starter cultures work their magic, the milk begins to coagulate, forming a solid mass called curd. This process can take several hours, depending on the type of cheese being made. Once the curd has reached the desired firmness, it is carefully cut using cheese knives or other specialized tools. Cutting the curd allows the whey, the liquid portion of the milk, to separate from the solids. The size and shape of the curd cuts influence the moisture content and final texture of the cheese. Smaller cuts result in a drier cheese, while larger cuts retain more moisture. After cutting, the curd is gently cooked to further expel whey and develop the desired texture. The temperature and duration of cooking vary depending on the cheese variety. Some cheeses, like fresh chèvre, are cooked at lower temperatures for a shorter time, while others, like aged cheddar, require higher temperatures and longer cooking times. Section 6. Shaping flavor. Molding, pressing, and salting the cheese. Once the curd has been cooked and the whey drained, it's time to shape the cheese. The warm, pliable curd is carefully transferred into molds lined with cheesecloth or other breathable material. Molds come in various shapes and sizes, allowing cheesemakers to create their signature styles. From small round chèvres to larger rectangular blocks, the possibilities are endless. Pressing is the next step in the cheese-making process. The molded cheese is placed in a cheese press, which applies gentle pressure to expel any remaining whey and consolidate the curd. The amount of pressure and pressing time depend on the desired moisture content and texture of the cheese. Some cheeses, like fresh mozzarella, are only lightly pressed, while others, like aged Gouda, require significant pressure for extended periods. Section 7. The art of aging, enhancing flavor and texture. Aging is an optional but essential step in cheese making, particularly for hard cheeses. During aging, cheese undergoes a complex transformation, developing its characteristic flavor, aroma, and texture. The aging process can range from a few weeks to several months, even years, depending on the desired outcome. Factors such as temperature, humidity, and air circulation play crucial roles in the aging process. Cheese caves, with their naturally cool and humid environments, are ideal for aging cheese. However, controlled aging rooms are becoming increasingly popular, allowing cheesemakers to precisely regulate temperature and humidity levels. As cheese ages, it loses moisture, concentrates flavors, and develops a firmer texture. Regular turning and brushing of the cheese during aging prevent mold growth and ensure even ripening. Section 8. From farm to market. Packaging, storage, and transport. Once the cheese has reached its peak, it's time to package it for sale. Proper packaging is crucial to preserve the cheese's quality and extend its shelf life. Cheese can be wrapped in waxed paper, parchment paper, or vacuum sealed to prevent moisture loss and protect it from air exposure. Labeling provides essential information to consumers, including the type of cheese, production date, and storage instructions. Storage conditions significantly impact the quality and shelf life of cheese. Fresh cheeses, such as chèvre, require refrigeration and have a shorter shelf life. Hard cheeses, on the other hand, can be stored at cooler room temperatures for more extended periods. Transportation of cheese, especially over long distances, necessitates careful temperature control to prevent spoilage. Refrigerated trucks or insulated containers are commonly used to maintain the optimal temperature during transit. Section 9. Savouring success, market value, and economic empowerment. The artisanal goat cheese market in Nepal is experiencing steady growth, driven by increasing consumer demand for high-quality, locally sourced products. Restaurants, hotels, and specialty food stores are eager to showcase the unique flavours of Nepali goat cheese on their menus. Farmers markets and direct-to-consumer sales provide additional avenues for cheesemakers to connect with their customers and build brand loyalty. The economic benefits of artisanal goat cheese production extend beyond the cheesemakers themselves. The industry creates employment opportunities in rural communities, from goat herders and milkers to cheesemakers and packaging staff. Moreover, the growing demand for goat cheese encourages sustainable farming practices and supports the livelihoods of local farmers. As consumers become more discerning about their food choices, they are increasingly willing to pay a premium for handcrafted, ethically produced cheese.